Joe, let's do a group phone call to him. No, no.
Oh, yeah, okay. Bill has these great ideas, but he always gives me no notice about what's going on. Thank you, Bill. No, seriously, Bill Fisher has been extraordinary in providing the effort and brain power and time it has taken to pull this together, and so I'm just a happy camper to be here and enjoy seeing all of you. So without further ado, I'd like to offer the microphone to George Washington. George Washington was the first president of the CDXA, of our country too. Of the CDXA, that was Roger Byrd. Roger's decided to, or agreed to, give us a few moments of his thoughts, and after Roger gets through with his thoughts, there are time for other charter members to be able to do the same thing. So Roger, Bert, Emperor, let's see. Here you are, my friend.
Hi, all. I have to say, there was not the slightest thought of forming a club when I moved to North Carolina. Throughout my ham career, wherever I was, one of the first things I always did was join the local DX club. Be it in Puerto Rico, the Virginia Century Club in Virginia, well, I won't go into all of them. But anyway, I got here and I said, who do I see about joining the local DX club? And I got these blank looks, and people said, there isn't one. Well, I'd like to belong to one, and they said, well, you're going to have to start one. Well, okay, I took them at their word, and we had a meeting at my house on my carport, and a few of us hardy pioneers and let me, so I had no idea what I was doing. I just wanted to belong to a DX club, and there wasn't a DX club, and so I had to kickstart one. I wanted to make just a couple of comments on some of our friends. If you don't know about A4S, I'm not going to talk about it on the mic, but some of the others in for Uncle Henry, he's a silent key, Jim Weeks, WB1AUL, Mike N4AYO died of cancer. Who else am I missing? When Jim had been a recent transplant from the canal zone, and let me say never, I underline never bring up the name Jimmy Carter and the canal zone in Jim's presence. Never. An interesting little tidbit about Gary, Mr. Quick Galvanized. Gary is a Pearl Harbor baby. He was born as the Japanese were attacking Pearl Harbor. A lot of people don't know that. I'm trying to think of, I was sitting here thinking of things to say about each of the early members. Pete Nance, N5TR, moved to Texas. I know he was working on a doctorate. I don't know if he finished. I know he did marry an Egyptian gal, and he has a family, I've heard. But I know nothing else about him. And trying to think of some of the others. N4XT gave up ham radio 30 years ago. So again, I just wanted to belong to a DX club, and there wasn't one. So I had to start one. So, thank y'all.
Good. Thank you, Roger. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I'm Paul Dale. I haven't met a lot of you. I used to be WA4ZMM. And I'm the one who took that picture that's all over the club page. So I'm not in the picture because I took the picture. But anyway, I don't go to very many meetings or anything, but I did have to go to this one. I don't remember. I don't think anybody remembers that we had a repeater over at Roger's house too, and I took care of that thing. We didn't have any money for a duplexer, so we just put two antennas up and vertically separated them on one of Roger's towers. That's what we used to talk back and forth in those days. So that's about all I have to say.
Okay.
Good to meet everybody.
Yeah. Thank you very much. We'll come over here to
to this table of charter members. Would you like to share any information about your experience as a charter member of the CDXA?
I've been in and out of the area so many times that I was here when we formed it, but I went back to California and back to work.
We're glad that you're back.
It's been back a while.
Scott, would you like to say something? I'll let you know the mic.
Think I'm able?
Yes, you are able.
I did not come prepared to make any comments other than CDXA has been a staple in my life since 1981 when we started this club. I really feel obligated to Roger for all the work he did in getting it started. And many years we enjoyed contesting from his location with the many towers. And to watch Roger try to add up the score at the end of the contest when he couldn't add 2 and 2 if he just beat. But it's been a good ride, and I hope we have many more years of successful CDXA stuff.
All right, thanks very much. Who is he? Okay. What's wrong with this picture? Mr. Rick, Mr. Barbecue, Mr. South Carolina, would you like to share some thoughts?
First of all, wasn't the barbecue great? I thought it was.
Get the picture.
Somebody asked me if I catered it. I said, yes, I was. I tried to get Cliff to give me a check, but he wouldn't. Anyway, it's just been an honor to be part of this group. And, you know, the best part of it is just the people. You know, over the years, it's been some to come, some to go, but it's just a great club with a lot of diversity in it. And I think I'm going to be like one of those politicians. I think our best is yet to come.
Well, our best of power climbers is still here, but I'll tell you, being with CDXA for 35 years, I remember 35 years ago, I could just look around and see all the great tower climbers here. And I look around here now and I see one. Ken Winston wanted to go all the way to the top when he chickened out. Guys and ladies, this has been a great club to belong to. I can't believe there's any other club that has the camaraderie as we do, both on the air and our Wednesday lunches, which started. I'm not sure if our Wednesday lunch group started before the club or not. Do you know, Roger? It started after the club? One of the people that we left out was our good friend Ted, that before VHF, Ken Boyd, Hal Dowden.
It was his idea for the Wednesday.
It was Ken's idea? I did not know that. Thanks for the news. But being a member of CDXA has been a real pleasant, great event, and let's keep it going.
Thank you, Gary. Let me get this oriented and see if our brother from the Canal Zone would like to share any thoughts. Jim, we're mighty glad you're here, brother.
Thank you, Joe. My family and I were up on vacation from the Canal Zone at the time, and looking for a city to find to move to because of Carter abolishing our job from the treaty. And K4MTG and WA4 Victor Charlie invited me over to
Closer to your mouth.
N4ZC's place to discuss a club. And since I'm president of the Canal Zone American I'm sorry, Canal Zone Amateur Club at the time. I jumped right in because I had been chasing GFs and contesting for about 7 years from the Canal Zone. I originally went down there in 1964 for a 2-year contract. And wound up staying much longer after I met this woman 50 years ago. We'll have our 50th wedding anniversary next month. She's my caretaker now. I was diagnosed with COPD last year, and just hanging on from that, but I still get on once in a while, and still enjoy contesting. But by the time that I had moved up and gotten settled, CDXA was born. So that's the long and short of it.
Good. Thank you. Jim was humble and didn't tell you that he was Comtech, if you guys remember, and made lots of us happy by making lots of good pieces, parts for